Hey guys, how's it going? Yes, it's me, EK. In today's video, we're going to be going over Anarchy and I guess the proper use of it. Anarchy has become one of the more popular weapons to use in endgame activity. Pretty neat gun. I've been using it for a long time. I kind of love it. I will be putting some clips of what Anarchy used to be able to do in this video, but now, you know, like Anarchy was a 150 RPM, and when 150 RPMs got the nerf last season, kind of got that too. But a cool thing about Anarchy is that the overall amount of ammo that you can get is pretty neat. Now let's start up. Where can you get Anarchy from? Anarchy comes from a raid called Scourge of the Past, which is on the EDZ. Scourge of the Past is the fallen raid that came out Season of the Blacksmith. Anarchy can only drop from the final boss. That means that, you know, if you want each week, if you can somehow get the checkpoint for the final boss, do it. I mean, I recommend doing the entire raid. It's pretty short. It's fun. If you're with a good group, maybe 30 minutes, maybe less. If you're with like a crappy group, it might take you an hour, but it's still a fun raid to do. Bungie also changed it. So after your 20th completion, your chance of this gun dropping goes up to 50%. So you have a high chance of getting this gun. Now, what makes this gun good? We're gonna kind of go through that today. Anarchy is an exotic grenade launcher which lets you stick traps to surfaces and chains arc bow to one another. The cool thing about Anarchy is that it allows you to have territory. What I mean by that is it's not just something that's good for big targets, but it's something that's good for even small targets. Let's say I go in a raid and I know that there's going to be enemies coming out of this door here. I'm going to be placing Anarchy right here because I know that when they go through it, they're going to die. Or they might be one shot, which allows me to take them out. First thing to know about Anarchy is that you can only have a max of 6 Anarchies out. Only 6. If I shoot a 7th one goes missing. The Anarchy itself, when you shoot on the ground and hits nothing, it stays there for 30 seconds. If it hits the target, it does damage for 15 seconds if it's a minor. On a major, it takes about 10 seconds. And you can see that the Anarchy started ticking because it was close to an enemy. But when I put it up against the wall here, it wasn't. Do you see what I'm saying here? So when Anarchy is close to an enemy, you see that I took it out, that guy died. When it's close to an enemy, it starts ticking. If it's not close to an enemy, it won't tick. So if I place Anarchy here, you can see that is resting. And that's what I meant about the 30 seconds, right? It's not doing anything. But as soon as I place that here, or a little bit higher, you can see that the lightning starts going through. Now, Anarchy also allows you to do damage and switch to a different weapon, which is it's a multi-purpose gun, and that's what makes it really good. You're able to place damage on a target and then switch to another gun while that gun is also doing damage. Now, a neat thing about Anarchy, even against like harpies, like let's say you see harpies around, right? And they're little floaty guys. The best thing to do is also place Anarchy on the ground under it, and it'll still do damage because if the enemy's near it, it starts ticking. You see what I mean? If an enemy is near Anarchy, it starts ticking. Now, here's the most important thing with Anarchy. The ticks and the damage max out at 2. So if I put 2 Anarchies on this target here, it maxes out. If I put another one, you see that? I put 3, but I'm still getting the same number, which is 6498. Anarchy does not go past 2 ticks. So that's why when you watch a lot of people play, they put 2 ticks and that's it. They don't need to put more. There's going to be times where that enemy might be moving and you place one on them and you miss, right? So what I like to do normally for territory control, if an enemy's going to be moving, is what I'll do is I'll place one to the left, one to the right, and then one on the target. So if the target moves, you still get 2 ticks either from the left or from the right, right? And remember, it's a consistent 10 seconds, so it's not going to be like anything else. Mountaintop is another cool thing to kind of put with this gun or a sniper. And the neat thing is you place it down, you place another, it does it, and boom. Now, one neat thing about Anarchy what it used to do was it used to take over whatever champion mod you had. So like let's say I went against an Unstoppable and I stuck with Anarchy and I switched to that weapon with Unstoppable and I aimed down sight, I would normally have Anarchy do that for me. It would stop the champion. That got taken away. But this is a fun gun to have, and since it's not getting sunsetted, when you get the chance, I would say try to do some Scourge of the Past. I think it's worth it overall. It's been one of my favorite weapons. And the cool thing is most nightfalls or even like activities that you do, you can basically place Anarchy on 2 targets, let it do damage, and then go back. Perfect example, Barrier Champions. I placed 2 targets on it, 2 Anarchy shots on it. It starts ticking, and as soon as the shield goes up, I'm already ready to shoot that shield down. Yep. So it's one of those things that's pretty awesome. Another cool thing that people don't know, and I don't think I can show you here because I need a Shrieker. Another cool thing about Shriekers is when you are using Anarchy against a Shrieker, if you place the Anarchy on the spikes, if you place 2 Anarchies on the spikes, meaning like 7th on Song, if you place 2 Anarchies on the spikes, it actually starts doing damage when it opens up. The spikes actually count as like part of the Shrieker, but if you shoot it right in the middle of the Shrieker, you're gonna see that the Anarchy is gonna blow up and go away. So that's one of the cool things that you can also know when it comes to Anarchy. Anarchy can do damage to basically anything in this game. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, I'm usually live at twitch.tv/Ekuegan, and I'll see you guys on the next recording.